Yo, 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 what's up, everybody? Made it through Monday, baby. Working for that weekend. Made it through Monday. It's Tuesday. Guys. What's up? It's good to see you. As always, man. Good to be here. And I think we're going to be getting the finale of Dead Space 2 taken care of today. So that should be cool. We're going to keep pushing. I originally thought that we would be getting Dead Space 3 taken care of within the next couple of days before Scorn comes out on Friday. After taking a deeper look, I'm not sure we would be able. It's rando mode time already, guys. God, starting the day off right, baby. Get your random modes in there. I'm not as confident now that we will have enough time between. Even though we're doing normal streams, there's no like plan for short streams or anything tomorrow and Thursday. Seeing the time it takes on average for people to beat Dead Space 3, I'm not as confident with us being able to get it done in 2 days. So I don't want to potentially not finish the game and start scoring up on Friday and have to leave Dead Space 3 hanging. So I think what we might do is finish Dead Space 2, play a couple of more chill, like maybe Little Nightmares, something like that inside. I don't know. We'll find some like chill, shorter games to fill up Wednesday and Thursday before Scorn comes out on Friday. And we'll take a look today and see exactly what time Scorn drops on Friday. That could play into our decision as well, but we'll figure it out. We'll make it work, okay? But just know that we're trying to remain a little bit flexible and agile with schedule, and we might not start Dead Space 3 until after Scorn, okay? But we will get it done. We'll get it done, no doubt about it. And there's no change to the games that we have planned to get taken care of in Scaretober. They just might have to get flip-flopped a little bit, okay? Hope everybody's day is going well. Let's go ahead, do what we do, get into this video gaming news segment, and then work our way into Dead Space 2, Day 5. Cool? Let's go. Let's get that death counter off there for a moment till we finish this up. 115 deaths, no big deal. You know, mostly elevator deaths. All right, let's get this. See what we can find here. What is new in gaming? Video gaming. Prime Day Gaming Sales Live. We'll take a quick peek at that. See if we can't help some people find some deals on some video gaming products. Okay. Pinky, what's up, my dude? My dude. What's up, buddy? I even shouted out rando mode and then didn't even put my own in there. Thanks for the reminder, man. Ooh, Phil Spencer is teasing dedicated cloud gaming hardware for Xbox. Okay, let's take a look at that. I'm not gonna dive into this article because I'm hesitant about these kinds of sites. Usually, these kinds of sites tend to promote Web3, blockchain, NFT, crypto based gaming endeavors. And but what I will say is I'll touch on this real quick and say that apparently Coda Labs has done a survey that has shown gamers are skeptical about Web3, and that's not a surprise. And I feel like they should be. With everything we've seen so far about what Web3 has brought to the table so far, and how many people have gotten scammed at this point, whether it be from the developers just, you know, crushing the game and running off with money, or the developers not doing a good enough job of securing the program itself and the economy around it, and allowing hackers to get in there and steal the money that the game was built around, the crypto money. I mean, what have you. There's been all kinds of things that have made people very, very weary about getting into any kind of endeavor that has anything to do with any of those concepts that I've talked about here. And so I'm not surprised at all. Long sleep time when I was sick. My sleep schedule is currently in reconstruction, meaning I still haven't slept since the end of the last stream. Jeez, dude. Just put your cord in the wall and just stay awake. You can recharge while you stay awake, and you'll be fine. That's actually wild, dude. Pixel art right now. Cool, man. That's neat. Have you done much pixel art in the past, or are you just like kind of diving back into it a little bit or something? That's cool, man. Our buddy Helios, aka Super Donut, is big into pixel art, man. Yeah. Platinum Games, quote, Nintendo is very important to us right now. Let's see what this is about. That's a bit vague, but we'll see what's going on. I'm not a very good artiste myself, but dude, I just love art so much that I've always like dabbled in things, I just love art. All various forms of it. I mean, I've expressed that to you guys, so I can relate. You're probably much better than I am, dude. You're probably much better than I am, dude. I've seen the stuff you've done, dude. Your skill set is better than mine is. Absolutely, dude. We've seen a lot of this. Windows 11 gaming optimization guide. Basically, what they've come out and said is like, if you're having issues gaming on Windows 11, then you should take a look or considering turning off the memory integrity and virtual machine platform services on the operating system. Now, specifically, I think it was the memory integrity that will create quite a vulnerability on your system. So Windows is actually saying that this could improve your gaming, but they are not promoting people utilize it because it does in fact create a huge vulnerability on your system. What I was kind of telling everybody whenever we covered this a few days ago was if you find yourself in the situation where you absolutely feel like you need to resort to trying these methods, you have Windows 11, you're having issues, you need to try this out to see if it helps stuff out. Make sure you're turning these services back on after your gaming sessions. That way you're not constantly having these vulnerabilities up on your systems, okay? I'm not going to dive into this. We've already taken a look at it previously, but just that's TLDR for you, okay? Don't hug me, I'm scared. Team officially working on a video game, I think. Yeah, cool. We'll take a look at that. Go ahead and go take a look at our other search here real quick. This kind of stuff is crazy to me. Video games could trigger heart attacks in children. Video games could trigger heart attacks in anybody. Let's let's just make sure that's very clear. Video games. This is what the first of this article says. Video games could trigger heart attacks in children, young people with undiagnosed cardiac issues, most at risk if they get too excited from playing games. Look, man, anybody in the world with an undiagnosed cardiac. Thanks, Pinky. Yeah. Ah! Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yo, gamer, what's up, dude? Anybody in the world that has an undiagnosed, heart issue can literally die from all kinds of different things that could jack their heart up. Uh, yeah, dude. Yeah, I mean, it could be, getting, too excited from playing a video game. It could be playing some kind of sport. It could be, running around and playing with a sibling. It could be anything, dude. So yeah, of course, video games are things that can result in people, getting elevated heart rates and stuff. And if anybody has any kind of underlying, undiagnosed, untreated health condition, especially dealing with their heart, it can result in some kind of potentially serious issue. Yeah, exactly. That's like I love this kind of stuff. It just is crazy to me. Like thanks, Captain Obvious. You know what I mean? Like what? I mean, what? What do you want people to say about this? Yeah, Pinky, dude, really, really. Coincidence? I think not. Oh, dude, that's funny, man. We already kind of have. Here's another one right below it. Study shows playing video games cause heart problems, dude. What? Oh my god, dude. Give me a break, man. Oh, geez, dude. That's so stupid. Phil Spencer could be teasing Xbox's game streaming. We already kind of have this up. Head of Xbox teases dedicated cloud gaming hardware. Yeah. So we've already got something up on that. So I'm not going to read into this one, too. We already have something up on this as well. Stupid articles resulting in people having heart attacks. Stupid articles about people playing games resulting in heart attacks are resulting in people having heart attacks. Next on the Onion News. Oh my god, dude. So stupid. Hey, okay, Mortal Kombat 12 officially teased. Let's see if this is anything different than what we've already seen. We saw a little bit a few days ago regarding, it's like Mortal Kombat's 30th anniversary right now, and there's been just a little bit of unofficial news about MK12 coming, which isn't a big surprise, seeing as how we now have Street Fighter 6 that is officially announced. We have what's the next Tekken, dude? I can't even remember how. Is it Tekken 8 now? Is Tekken 8 the next one? God, dude, I can't remember what Tekken we're on at this point now. I should know that. Let's make sure that we're all in the know. I'm pretty sure it's Tekken 8. Yeah. Yeah, Tekken 8 is the newest Tekken that got announced, right? So these are the major competitive fighting games, some of the major competitive fighting games in the industry, and it makes sense that Mortal Kombat was going to be the following suit shortly, and it looks like we're getting there. So let's take a look at this. Oh, gamer, you know what's crazy, dude? We've been talking about Metro the past few days. You know what I mean? You just finished it, dude. That's great, man. Did you? What's your review, dude? What's your review? Hit me with your review. Check it out, man. I got on Steam this morning. All the Metro games are significantly on sale right now. The entire series. Check it out on Steam. You can actually get the Metro bundle for $10 right now. 80% off the entire bundle of Metro for $10. $10. Was Team Fortress 2 on there too? Did I miss it? Wait, what? Oh, it was in the recommended. Oh, my bad. Oh, okay, word. I know that's your jam, Pinky. I know. But yeah, the Metro series. So anybody, I mean, these games are supposed to be amazing, and right now, until October 13th, 80% off the entire bundle of Metro games. So might be worth taking a look at. It's supposed to be very good. Gamer just finished playing playing some of it, so I would like to play them very soon. Outer Worlds is on sale too, and that's supposed to be a great game. Fallout games on sale. They got a lot of notable ones right now on sale, and we're gonna have Halloween games coming pretty soon. So get ready. Mech Warrior, dude. I don't think the newer Mech Warrior games are supposed to be super great, but dude, the old Mech Warrior games, I loved them. What's Lightning? What all do they have? Okay. Anyways, let's get back to it. Yeah, I wanted to bring that up. We've been talking about Metro the past few days, and I saw it this morning. So grab that if you're interested. Really, really good sale there. We've already seen Blade gameplay trailer. I'm not going to dive in. We've already seen that. Okay, looks like McDonald's is going to have some kind of Overwatch 2 promotion. Cool. Multiverse's game director teases big change to combos. Huh. Okay. We already found out that Ellie Fanning is confirmed starring Hideo Kojima's next video game. But we don't know who the other big star is that is apparently in his game yet. That's still kind of a cryptic thing people are trying to figure out anyways. Yeah, right on, dude. Cool. Yeah, that's kind of what I had assumed would be the case. It's got like it's a darker kind of setting. It's a more of an ominous vibe kind of game where you probably get a few jump scares here and there. Post-apocalyptic setting. Yeah, atmospheric heavy. Yeah, absolutely. Great way to describe it, Pinky. Thanks, man. FPS game. Yeah, and but it's very renowned series for being well developed and enjoyable experience. So at $10 right now, roughly, I think $9 to $10 right now on Steam, you can get the entire series as a bundle. So probably worth a grab if you're looking for something like that. Yeah. We'll take a look at this. Splatoon 3 Amiibo release date revealed, just in case there's anybody that's interested in that. Overwatch 2 has temporarily removed 2 heroes. Fortnite report claims Doctor Who content is coming. Street Fighter 6 beta netcode impressions. Let's take a look at that. Netcode is very, very important to online gameplay, and it's especially important to the like online competitive fighting game scene. You know, for getting real time input, no delay of the input, things like that. So let's take a look at how Street Fighter 6 is faring so far in their beta with the netcode. Oh, Persona 5 Royal releases early on Xbox for some people. Let's take a look. All right, we'll stick with that. Let's stick with that. See what we got here. MK12 officially teased. Yeah, as I was talking about, Street Fighter is back with SF6 being announced for 2023. Tekken is back with Tekken 8 being announced for 2023. So, of course, the third game in the holy trinity of fighting games is not far behind. New Mortal Kombat is on the horizon. Even though that's not surprising in the slightest, it's still exciting to hear Ed Boon himself confirm what we were expecting all along. Ed Boon teases Mortal Kombat 12. I'm not going to lie to you. I think that between Street Fighter 5, Tekken 7, and Mortal Kombat 11, Mortal Kombat was the best AAA fighting experience. Okay, look. Hold up. That's very subjective. And you've got most of the time, people in the fighting, people that are deep into fighting, the fighting genre of video games, have a preference. Okay, all of these games have a very, very different kind of combat system developed in their games, and people tend to gravitate more towards one or the other, you know? And so to have somebody write that kind of thing, that's a very subjective kind of statement from somebody, and to be taken with a grain of salt, because not everybody's going to feel that way, right? This is one of those things that you see quite often, whether it be with fighting games or CPUs or console wars, whatever. You get fanboys and fangirls of this type of thing, you know, whatever you want to call them, and so I feel like all of those games across the board were pretty solid titles, and they all have their huge community and fan base behind them, you know. So I think that Mortal Kombat 11 was very, very cool. I think Street Fighter 5 was awesome, and I think that Tekken 7 was awesome. They all have their pros and cons, though, okay? Mortal Kombat 11 had by far the best visuals out of all the fighting games, while still offering serious depth and maintaining a level of accessibility that other games simply couldn't match. Again, I think it depends on what you want visually out of a game. I will not deny that MK11 looks very good, right? It does look great, but that kind of visual style, graphic style, isn't necessarily going to appeal to everybody. Some people are going to like more of what like something like Street Fighter presents, and more of a animated visual style rather than a realistic looking kind of graphic, right? Anime greater than Mortal Kombat. Yeah, dude. So again, this is somebody's own perspective, and So take all what's written in this first paragraph with a grain of salt, okay? And it's everything's going to be kind of respective to each individual's own preferences. So coming off of a great game, I personally have high hopes for MK12. Talking to the official PlayStation blog, Ed Boon gave us some insight on the development of MK12. Mortal Kombat will continue to feel fresh, to feel new, and to push boundaries with regards to certain aspects of game design. I mean, that's just typical corporate blah blah, but it gets me excited. Also, you should know that NetherRealm Studios never really make announcements with a follow-up. So with Ed Boon having teased Mortal Kombat 12 like this, we can expect some official reveals to follow soon. Okay, so this is not anything really outside of what we already knew, with just a bit of a, it's coming. That's about all we know at this point. And that just is kind of more of what we had already seen over the past couple of days of Ed Boon kind of coming out and saying that. So, cool. Moving on. It's always a bit tough for me to read into these articles where people are very, very, you can tell they're very heavy-handed in writing a bit biased toward a certain preference, you know? When it's obviously just like the other games that they're trying to act like aren't as good or whatever. They're great games too, and it's a situation of just personal preference, really, is what it comes down to. I don't like seeing people write like that. It's kind of off-putting, and it comes off more like a lot what you see in most news stations, like just general news stations nowadays, with trying to push people toward your agenda or whatever, you know, instead of just giving a great overall consensus of what all games have done well in that genre or whatever, and giving people the chance to make their own opinion on it, you know. Yo, Mamzelle, what's up, my friend? Did you have a great Thanksgiving? Multiverses. Game director teases big change to combos. Multiverses looks to be getting a fairly significant change in an upcoming patch. According to Player First Games, co-founder and Multiverses game director Tony Huynh, the next patch for the popular free-to-play platform Brawler will include a change that prevents combos from being stacked constantly using the exact same moves. Good. While this might not sound like a huge deal at first blush, it's a significant shift that should alleviate some frustrating issues. Yeah. Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, absolutely. You know, I think everybody, but you know, again, I don't think that necessarily anybody that you know. I think all these games are very, very well developed fighting games, right? And they're all have huge communities around them because they are very well developed games. Yeah, and that's usually what it is. It's usually a result of what game did you get into first, right? I think that's why I gravitate. I love Mortal Kombat. I played Mortal Kombat as a kid. I don't have a big spot for Tekken because I never really got into Tekken. A little bit in the arcade when I was younger. I love King, dude. I loved playing King in the arcade. I learned button combos to grab people and keep doing slams and stuff. I can't remember them anymore because I was really young at that time. But the big part for me, like my first real entry into fighting games was like Street Fighter 2, you know, and on Super Nintendo. And I think that's probably why I gravitate more towards enjoying watching competitive Street Fighter than I do anything else. But dude, I still check out Mortal Kombat, competitive Mortal Kombat sometimes and stuff. I like it, you know. So I think that's a lot of what it comes down to. Like, where did you get your entry into fighting games at? You know, if you're into fighting games, that's usually what it is, right? Where did you really find that interest? Where did it come in at? What game was it on? And you know, that's usually where you tend to kind of gravitate more towards enjoying, you know, because a lot of those games have, while they've evolved, they've also stuck to their roots pretty well, you know, also. Sick gang, huh? Oh, dude. Oh, Mamzel, that sucks. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. That sucks. I hope you start feeling better. Yeah, I mean, we've had a lot of people sick. A lot of people in the community have been down and out. I think most people are starting to get over it at this point, but yeah, a lot of people have gotten hit. I feel fortunate, man, with how many people that I've heard in the community have been down and out with some kind of illness. Brutal, man, brutal. It's just, I think it's the changing of the seasons, man. It's really killing people right now. Wynn's response about this came in reaction to a clip of Harley Quinn juggling Garnet from 0 to 110 using several moves over and over without the Garnet player being able to properly respond. Next patch has it so you can't do an attack in the same combo more than 2 times. Otherwise, it drops the combo. Stated Wynn over on Twitter in response. We will keep elevating after that change. You can check out Wynn's response and the clip itself for yourself embedded below. Look at this juggle, dude. Dude, yeah, that's kind of bonkers, man. Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's absolutely something that fighting games have to take into consideration is like, uh, oh, you're allergic to antibiotics. I can relate. Yeah, I'm allergic to a certain antibiotic. Hopefully it wasn't too bad of a reaction for you. Yeah. Hopefully it was just something mild and not like. Right. Yeah. 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 Usually there are alternatives that you'll be fine with, right? Most people, that's the way it is for me. There's a specific one or a specific, like family of antibiotics that my body's not cool with, dude. Yeah. But there are others that are like alternatives that work just fine. Yeah. Yeah. You broke out in hives, probably. Yeah. Yeah. That's the same thing that happens to me. Mhm. Yeah. We first found out whenever I was a kid. Dude, I'm talking like hives on my palms of my hands. I mean, everywhere, dude. Bottoms of my feet. They tried to give it to me a couple more times over like my lifespan as I got older to see if I had outgrown it, but I didn't. Yeah, it just did the same thing, you know. Yeah, they tested me to see if it was still affected me, and yeah, I never outgrew it. But I mean, it could be worse. That's about the only thing I've ever found that I was really allergic to. So yeah, pretty brutal though. It sounds like you have the same kind of situation. In general, multiverses, obviously this isn't the exact details on what the patch will change, but players won't have to wait long in order to find out. A spooky tease late last week seemed to indicate that Stripe from Gremlins is set to arrive this week. Yeah. Or at least be announced as arriving soon. And new fighters typically arrive alongside a major patch. Morty did it, Rick did it, Gizmo did it, and there's no reason to assume that Stripe will be any different. In general, Multiverses is currently available in open beta on the PS5, PS4, Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, and PC, with Season 1 already in full swing. The video game is a free-to-play platform brawler with a focus on 2-on-2 team fights that includes full cross-play support as well as server-based rollback netcode. Yeah, cool. That's a good change. That they need to do that. To be able to be stuck in a constant combo juggle is not good. That's not good. And for the developers to see that has been figured out by players and to patch that out of the game is needed. That is needed. Didn't get the hives just itchy everywhere. Yeah. Yeah. What are they like? quite often when people have that kind of allergic reaction, it requires to anything in life, especially more common things. Like if it's a medication, it's not as big of a deal. But people quite often, like if it's a peanut allergy, people can have that. Is it anaphylactic shock? Is that what the result is? Is that what they call it? The result from severe allergic reactions where it closes up your throat, you can't breathe and everything. They'll have to like carry around EpiPens and stuff. That sounds very close to what that would be for you with the asthma stuff, you know. But since it's just a medication situation and not like a common occurrence, it wouldn't be as big of a deal. Yeah. But that sucks. That's scary. Yeah. Yeah. I could be wrong with what that's called. Could be. Splatoon 3 Amiibo release date revealed. Earlier this year, Nintendo pulled back the curtain on a trio of Amiibo based on Splatoon 3. A yellow Inkling, a blue Octoling, and a small fry. At the time, the company only told fans the figures would arrive during the holiday release window, but now they have a more specific release date, November 11th. As with previous Splatoon Amiibo, tapping these figures to the Nintendo Switch console's NFC reader will unlock special in-game gear, including a neat helmet with a flock of hair similar to the one on Small Fry. Nintendo announced the release date alongside an all-new trailer, which can be found in the tweet embedded below. Get special gear. So on November 11th, Splatoon 3 Amiibos. By the way, we read yesterday, yeah, I mean, not the same, right? It's just because it affects, like, your asthma, not necessarily, like, right. Right. That's kind of what I was trying to get at. But I guess my question would be, I mean, it's still an allergic reaction, right? So would an EpiPen do the same thing? Or would it not help with that kind of situation? Because it would just be inducing your asthma to a point where you wouldn't be able to breathe. Would you just have to have your inhaler? Is that all it would do? Like you wouldn't help? You would just have to have your what is it, like, I want to say like albuterol or something like that, but I don't know if that's right. Albuterol inhaler, that's one of the things that can work. It's like steroids, right, for your lungs. Is that what you would have to have? You would just have to use that, or what? Intubated. You need to be intubated. Really? Oh, that's wild. Is that what you mean? Yeah. Wow. Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, that's scary. Yeah, that's scary. Wow. Craziness. Whew. Well, stay away from those, okay? stay away from those. So there you go, guys. November 11th for anybody wanting Splatoon 3. I mean, look, we read yesterday that Splatoon 3 is the fastest selling game so far on the Switch to date. What did they say? Like, yeah, you don't say, huh? They said, I mean, they're pushing, like, this game's only been out like a couple months now, I think, and they're pushing on 4 million in sales of the game at this point. It's pretty wild. Fastest selling game so far on the Switch. Pretty nuts. Pretty crazy. I don't know if that was, I think that was worldwide, not just Japan or anything. I think that was actually worldwide. We read about it yesterday. Overwatch 2 has temporarily removed 2 heroes. Oh, Pinky, dude. Perfect. Mamzelle, you missed out. This has become a joke this morning. You missed out on it, but it's perfect, Pinky. Thanks, buddy. Overwatch 2 players are currently unable to access 2 of the game's heroes. Activision Blizzard has revealed on Twitter that Bastion has temporarily been removed from all Overwatch 2 modes, while Torbjorn will be available exclusively in Quick Play. Publisher did not reveal any specific information regarding the removals, other than to note that it needs to, quote, iron out a few bugs in their ability kits. At this time, there's no information on how long it will take before the 2 heroes are made available again in all modes. So players that main either character will have to settle for someone else in the meantime. The tweet from the game's official Twitter account can be found embedded below. Since Overwatch 2 launched, a number of players have taken issue with Bastion's strength in the game. As such, Blizzard's tweet above has been met with overwhelming approval from a lot of fans, many of whom are just happy to see Bastion gone, albeit temporarily. Some have even joked that they would be fine with him not returning at all, though Bastion mains would likely take issue with that. With no timetable for the hero's return, Bastion haters might want to jump into the game to enjoy his absence while it lasts. Yeah, until we get more information from Overwatch 2's developers, well, there's no way of knowing how long it'll take for Bastion to come back. Overwatch 2 is available currently on Switch, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. All right. Mamzelle, you've been playing Overwatch 2? Yeah? You've been enjoying it? There's been a lot of I mean, you were already an Overwatch player, right? So, I know Gamer tried it out here recently, and he was like, I think, you know, I think what Gamer found it to be was the norm. The norm for what most games are nowadays in that kind of genre. You know? Nothing necessarily bad, nothing necessarily amazing. Kind of middle of the road. They've had a lot of issues with Overwatch 2. From what Blizzard was saying, they were getting DDoSed, which sucks for them, but at the same time, they should have measures in place to make sure that they're not getting hit with things like that, because obviously they're a target for those kinds of things to happen. And it's not always preventable, but they have to be proactive in those kinds of situations, absolutely, because of who they are. To the phone number issue, which, you know, I've stated this over and over. Of course, they were ill prepared. Ooh. What's up, Wick? What's up, dude? How are you, man? Oh, right on, Gamer, right on. Yeah, I mean, I think the thing, I'm actually glad to see Activision Blizzard trying to incorporate methods to keep out cheaters, keep out hackers, keep out anybody that violates terms of service from making dupe accounts. This is the whole phone number situation, right? And understand that this has come out with Overwatch 2. It's happening with Modern Warfare as well. Yo, Kayla, what's up? You played Overwatch last night, Wick? Sick, dude. What'd you think? So I know there's a lot of kind of disdain for it right now because it's not a fix-all. I've talked about this. It's definitely not a fix-all, and it's creating a barrier for especially certain individuals to get into these gaming universes, these gaming worlds, play these games. You're talking about having to have a phone number associated with your account to be able to play. And what that does is, and we even read an article where, you know, pay-as-you-go phones here in the U.S. especially are not being meeting the requirements for what is needed by Blizzard as a legitimate phone number to be associated with an account. You know, and not everybody has the money to have what Blizzard wants as a legitimate phone number to attach to a gaming account. You know, and so I think that they're taking good necessary steps in the initial venture of trying to prevent people from that shouldn't be a part of these communities, to create a more healthy competitive environment within these gaming worlds. I think they're doing a good job, right? Of initially trying to, but the phone number thing is not a fix all. I think it's going to take a multifaceted kind of approach here of it could be a phone number, it can be something else, but it still needs to be something that prevents people from making dupe accounts, you know? And I don't know exactly what the answer is. I know a lot of people aren't super psyched about the phone number situation, but I do think it's a good thing for companies to start trying to find ways to keep people that break terms of service from being a part of the community moving forward. When they get banned, they shouldn't be able to come back and make another account, you know, and it promotes a more healthy community for these games moving forward. It just does. Blink 182 New World Tour, so excited, yo! I watched their I attended their reunion tour out in California, man. Dude, when was that? That's actually awesome news. That's awesome news that they're getting back together for a tour. It was an amazing concert. Weezer opened up for them, and it was out in Cali. Probably, I've got the ticket stub somewhere. Dude, it had to have been like 2010, 2011. 2010, 2011. Yeah. Send your blood sample to Blizzard to get an account? Holy crap, dude. Oh, dude. I was just trying to look at my brain. It didn't work. Trying to think, dude. Trying to think. I was trying to think of dates. Yeah. It was okay. Would have been better if Mamzelle played. Gotcha. Couldn't tell the difference between Overwatch and Overwatch 2. Yeah, I mean, I think there are subtle differences, and I think that's what everybody's been getting at the whole time, is that ultimately, it's not a huge difference, right, between Overwatch 1 and Overwatch 2. But I think what a lot of people are overlooking is that I think what Blizzard did was build the game back up on a platform that allows them to have a better base for developing the game for years to come over what Overwatch 1 might have had. You know, I think that's what I'm assuming anyways. New albums too, that's cool. Hopefully they're good. Never played a lot of Overwatch. I mean, I haven't ever played any of it, so I rely on you guys to let me know about the Overwatch stuff. Diva, I'm guessing, is a character, right? Dude, they've got like, what, 35 to 40 characters in the game now, though? Wick's getting called out by Kayla. Nice. That's actually really cool news, Mamselle. Thanks. Yeah, I love Blink. That concert was sick. At the end of the concert, Travis Barker was on a platform, dude, that was suspended, and I was down in the pit. They had him on a platform that was suspended, so for the encore of the concert, they actually pulled him up off on this, like his drum set was on this platform, and they pulled him out over the, like tilted him down in our faces, and he was like kind of hovering over the crowd. It was insane. It was really, really cool, man. He was just like jamming out, you know, on the drums. It was really wild. It was really cool. I had a great time at that concert. It was neat. Kayla. I had fun, but I'm an idiot. Didn't know. Hey, dude. You're talking to the three head of three heads, dude. So welcome in. All right, for our Fortnite fans, Fortnite Report claims Doctor Who content is coming. At this point, it seems like there are very few major brands that haven't had a crossover with Fortnite. Doctor Who is one exception, but that could change in the near future, according to two Fortnite insiders. A Doctor Who collaboration is currently in development. The original source for the rumor comes from @FNBR Intel, and that claim has been backed up by @SheenaBR, who claims to have been, quote, shown evidence of this collaboration. While both of these sources are reliable, readers are encouraged to take this with a grain of salt until an official announcement is made by Epic. Okay. Unfortunately, neither insider offered anything more concrete about the Doctor Who collaboration, including what skins might be available. Every fan of the series has their own personal favorite Doctor, and Epic Games has no shortage of potential skins. Of course, we could also see the Daleks added as an in-game enemy, or the TARDIS added as a point of interest on the Fortnite map. There are a lot of really fun ways that Epic could use the license, but it's all just speculation until we get some kind of official announcement. Fans of Doctor Who that aren't as familiar with Fortnite need only look at the game's Marvel collaborations for a hint of what's possible. Over the last few years, Epic has gone all out with the Marvel brand, adding tons of characters, locations, and items spanning the company's history. However, some of Fortnite's collaborations have been significantly smaller. When the game added content based on Hasbro's G.I. Joe franchise, the game focused solely on Snake Eyes. If a Doctor Who collaboration really is in development, hopefully it will be on the bigger side. Yeah, all right. You guys are funny, dude. All right. Back to talking about fighting game stuff. Some impressions of the Street Fighter 6 beta netcode, okay? A few members of the Event Hubs team were able to log some decent time with the Street Fighter 6 beta this last weekend. While we have tons of impressions coming down the pike, we'd like to kick things off. One of the most important aspects of modern fighting games, netcode. Yes. Though Street Fighter V implemented rollback netcode, an improvement over its predecessor's delay-based approach, many still took issue with the overall quality of resulting experience. With SF6, Capcom seems to have attended to just about every major issue fans have expressed. So how'd they do here? We have a roundtable set of responses from the four of us who got some experience. This is a quite... Let's see if I can summarize this. For the time being, I think SF6 has stellar netcode. This is coming from Catalyst. Player goes by the name Catalyst. For the time being, I think SF6 has stellar netcode. I'm really excited to expand the player base of people I get to compete against online outside of North America. That's one of the big things right there too, right? If you're really going to get a good test of the netcode behind a fighting game, you need to not only be playing people within your region, you need to be trying to play people outside of your country and everything too, right? To get a real good taste of how the netcode is going to work, you know? Don't really ever respond in chats because I'm listening, not reading. Yeah. So if it doesn't get read to me, I don't know it's there. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's the way a lot of people are too. Yeah. Quite often when people are attending streams, they're busy doing things. It's like background stuff for them, right? That's true. Dream King. While I dove into SF6 beta test, I kept a close eye out for where my opponents were located. Surprisingly, even matches from overseas challengers were incredibly stable and playable. Excuse me, guys. Extended sessions also maintained composure with very little noticeable degradation. Playing a long FT30 set against our very own John Velociraptor Guerrero from a few states over, I spotted only one instance where the game slowed down momentarily before righting itself and going back to feeling buttery smooth. It's worth noting this was a closed beta test with a limited number of participants, so the experience will likely change at launch when everyone is able to hop in and link up. Yes. Still, what SF6's netcode brought to the table this past weekend was refreshing and excellent. It makes me hopeful for what the community can expect from the game's launch. Okay. Adaptive triggers. I ended up getting completely blown away at how good SF6's netcode was. Throughout my 7 hours of playtime with SF6's casual and ranked modes, I only ever played one game in which I was prompted for a no contest ruling. Aside from that one instance, I cannot recount a single time in which I experienced even the slightest hint of delay or rollback. The ping was consistently kept low throughout all of my games. Yeah, of course, this is just a closed beta that invited only a few players, right? It's definitely something to keep in mind here. Velociraptor. Seems to be a theme with SF6 that Capcom is going above and beyond to dot every I and cross every T. And netcode is not the only exception. It seems to have been a priority. So it does appear like the because I recall quite often seeing even like because again I'll watch some Street Fighter V competitive play from time to time, and the netcode was not close to perfect for Street Fighter V, excuse me. And it was always disappointing to see the tournaments be played and to start watching the game bogged down really bad where it was like the players couldn't even play each other and that always feels terrible. So obviously the netcode needs to be a priority for Street Fighter 6 and so far the impressions are very good. But again, this is a beta. It's a closed beta, so there were only certain people invited. That means that your ability to play people from all over the world is severely limited, and with different kinds of internet speeds and things like that, which to an extent somebody with a really really bad internet connection playing on Wi-Fi and stuff, you're just going to avoid those players because that's going to result in lagginess anyways. But the quality of the netcode is really what we're trying to focus on here, and as long as that's been improved, that's just going to be a win for Street Fighter 6 and for Capcom and for all the players of that title. Persona 5 Royal releases on Xbox early for some. Persona 5 Royal has landed on Xbox One and Xbox Series X a bit early for some lucky buyers. After years of requests, Atlus finally revealed a couple of months back that it would be bringing the Persona franchise to Xbox beginning this October with the release of Persona 5 Royal. While the beloved JRPG wasn't slated to come to Xbox until a little over a week from now on October 21st, it seems that one major retailer has been delivering the title far ahead of schedule. Spotted by Persona Central, copies of Persona 5 Royal for Xbox have been arriving far in advance of the game's actual street date. It seems that Amazon has been shipping out Persona 5 Royal to some customers nearly 2 weeks in advance of its launch on Xbox One and Xbox Series X. It's not clear how widespread this problem might be, but those who did happen to see the game arrive on their own doorstep so far in advance surely aren't disappointed. Yeah, check that out. Yeah, I bet some people got a real nice surprise, man. That's pretty cool. In addition to releasing on Xbox One and Xbox Series X, Atlus is going to be bringing Persona 5 Royal to a litany of other platforms this month. Those additional pieces of hardware happen to include PS5, Switch, and PC. It's not clear if Persona 5 Royal happens to be shipping out early on these platforms as well, but it definitely seems feasible. What's funny about the Xbox One and Series X versions of Persona 5 Royal arriving early in this manner is that these platforms are likely ones where fans might not opt to buy the game. The reason for this is because Persona 5 Royal happens to also be coming to Game Pass the moment it launches, yes. As such, Game Pass subscribers might just look to play the JRPG thanks to their subscription rather than buying it outright. Still, some lucky fans who did opt to buy the game have clearly been rewarded thanks to the shipping mistake from Amazon. Amazon is always kind of blundering and making mistakes in regards to like posting up games earlier than they've even been announced from the developers and publishers, and they're always doing stuff like this. It's really wild. Amazon Prime Day gaming sales live. Save with PS5, Xbox, and Switch deals. I don't always dive into this stuff, and I'm not into promoting any kind of specific retailer or anything like that. I'm not in cahoots with any of these retailers. But if I can maybe save some people some money, I think a big obstacle nowadays for a lot of people getting into the world that I love, which is video games, it tends to be cost. We constantly talk about how that obstacle continues to grow with games changing from day one releases, changing from $60. Now the norm is becoming 70, which feels bad, especially considering that we're constantly having games release at full price and then have DLC come out 2 months later and cost half that amount, and that DLC was ready in the first place. Or, battle passes that cost, and microtransaction shops, and I mean, you name it. There's just countless ways in which developers are always trying to suck money out of people, and it honestly is. I understand this is a business, but quite often a lot of these developers have lost what it means to be a both good business-minded company that is committed to creating good quality content for the fans and the customer as well. And these increased costs are basically just creating more of an obstacle for people to get into the world that we love. And so if I can find ways to help people save money on getting into this world, that's what I'll do, okay? The world's biggest retailer has jumped the gun with its Amazon Prime Day gaming sales. This unexpected avalanche of reductions gets you money off most major platforms ahead of Black Friday. Black Friday, if you're not familiar, will be the Friday of Thanksgiving, right? Or what would be like Thanksgiving here in North America and everything. So, or in the U.S., excuse me, because we just had Thanksgiving to our neighbors to the north of Canada, and they are North America as well, right? So it would be Thanksgiving weekend for the U.S. That's when Black Friday is slated to happen every year, and it's huge sales and everything. So it spans everything from games to accessories. Want a new headset or the latest release? And now might be your chance. That's why I've been trying to tell everybody, if you're in the market to buy anything for yourself or for somebody else, be prepared, because we're going to start having a lot of sales coming up between next month, especially at the end of the month next month. And if you start shopping around, keep your eyes open, use specific sites like maybe Slick Deals, which I promote quite often because it's just a great site to constantly be aware of deals that will come up for certain things you're looking for. You can potentially save yourself quite a bit of money on things that you're in the market to purchase. There are a lot of offers to wade through. We've been hunting down the very best Amazon Prime Day gaming sales here to save you time. If there's a discount we think you should know about, you'll find it below. These Amazon Prime Day gaming sales are only due to last from October 11th through October 12th. So basically today through tomorrow. Savings won't be available for long. You can get an Amazon Prime free trial for 30 days. Looks like there's some controller savings, gaming mice, keyboards, headsets. Basically anything gaming tech-wise, hardware, software, just tech-wise as well. So I'm not going to go over all of this, but it does look like there's some pretty good sales on Amazon right now. If you're in the market for anything, I'm just going to pop this article into chat for you guys, okay? So if you're in the market, take a look. You might be able to find yourself something that you can save some money on, okay? Head of Xbox, Phil Spencer, has teased dedicated cloud gaming hardware. Last year, Microsoft announced that it was working on a dedicated Xbox streaming device optimized for Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. Now, Microsoft's head of Xbox division, Phil Spencer, has revealed what the streaming device might look like. In a post on the popular social media platform Twitter, he congratulated Bethesda on Fallout's 25th anniversary and shared a photo of the Vault Boy. But Spencer's followers were quick to notice an unfamiliar device on top of the shelf. Codenamed Keystone, the streaming device looks like the Xbox Series S, but instead of running games natively, it streams them over Microsoft's Xbox Cloud gaming service. Up until now, many thought that the Xbox streaming device will be more like a stick that would plug directly into an HDMI port, but as it turns out, the box-like device will attach to the TV or monitor. Vault Boys, right? And I think this is what they're talking about. Yeah. Apart from being able to play games, the Xbox streaming device will reportedly also support video streaming services like Netflix and Amazon Prime Videos. In case you are unaware, Microsoft had acknowledged the existence of codenamed Keystone earlier this year, yeah. But according to a report from The Verge, Microsoft is still working on the Xbox streaming device. The official Xbox Twitter account commented on Spencer's tweet and suggested that it's an older version of the Xbox streaming device. Okay. Yeah, we had heard about Keystone earlier in the year. So I'm sure we'll hear more as we move forward and find out exactly like what the specs are, what all it's going to be capable of, things like that. So we'll keep tabs on it. We'll keep tabs. Platinum Games. Nintendo is very important to us right now and will be moving forward. Online gaming site VGC recently caught up with the talented team at Platinum Games, who have just released Nier Automata The End of Yora Edition on the Nintendo Switch via Virtuous Games. The team were asked about their all-important relationship with Nintendo, which will see Bayonetta 3 finally launch this October. Platinum Games president and CEO Atsushi Inaba said that the relationship with the Kyoto-based company remains very important to them now and also moving into the future. It'll be interesting to see which franchise Platinum Games handles next. Bayonetta 3 launches on Switch on 28th of October. You already have a strong history of partnering with Nintendo. Could Yamaine's appointment bring that relationship even closer? Inaba, well, obviously, Yamaine didn't leave Nintendo on bad terms at all, and this partnership that we have with Nintendo is very important to us right now, and will be moving forward. I think Yamaine-san joining us here, Platinum Games can definitely build an even stronger relationship with Nintendo moving forward. That can only be a positive thing for Platinum Games. So yeah, we're very glad to have him on board. Okay. We'll see. We'll see what comes moving forward from that relationship there. Platinum Games and Nintendo. Last article I have, guys. If you have anything to add, let me know, and I'll address it. We'll talk about it in regards to anything pertinent for the video gaming industry. And I don't know. Let me know while I go through this final article, and then we'll move on to Dead Space 2 Day 5. I think we're gonna be finishing up Dead Space 2 today, yeah? I think so. Don't hug me, I'm scared, team. Officially working on a video game. My throat is jacked today. La la la. Okay, I think we're good. That's actually terrifying. I love it. The team behind YouTube cult show Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared is making a video game. In a recent job listing, production company Blinklink announced that it's looking to take our first steps into the games industry with our new initiative, Blink Games. The listing states that the company has several game concepts in the works and is now looking for a producer to guide us through the different parts of the journey towards the launch of our first game. No further details about the project have been announced, with its development still in the very early stages. Blinklink is a London-based studio specializing in animation and mixed media filmmaking. Previously, the company developed an episode of the Netflix anthology series Love, Death, and Robots, as well as music videos for artists such as Dua Lipa and Iron Maiden. Its breakout success, however, came in the form of Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared, a psychological horror show featuring puppets and other colorful characters that seemingly belong in a children's TV program. That's become a very popular thing nowadays, huh? Like these characters that look like they should be part of like a children's program, right? Very lovable, likable, cute characters that are actually like horror, part of like a horror show. The show debuted on YouTube over a decade ago and has since racked up more than 200 million views. In September, it made the leap from the internet to TV screens after being picked up by Channel 4 for a 6-episode series. Quote, we were inspired by lots of British kids shows from the 60s and 70s that have this natively disturbing quality about them. Joseph Pelling, who created the show alongside fellow art school students Becky Sloan and Baker Terry, recently told NME. For every Oliver Postgate, added Terry, referring to the late creator of homespun stop-motion classics like Bagpuss and the Clangers, there's 10 similar things that are chilling because of the voices in them, the characters themselves, and the sheer shonkiness of the filmmaking involved. It's all shot for pennies in people's sheds and then voiced by Oxbridge graduates. It's all deeply unsettling. Elsewhere, Blinklink recently launched an animated Netflix series titled Dead End Paranormal Park. Wild. All right, cool, man. There you go. Weird. Well, we'll see what comes of this for the video gaming world. Yeah, could be something maybe for a coming Scaretober for us, possibly. Maybe. Could be. Cool, man. That's the news. That is the news, my friends. Thank you to all of you for being part of this community and what we do here. You're amazing, and I appreciate you very much. And big shout out to everybody that was part of this video gaming news segment today. Thank you very much. If you're viewing this content on YouTube and you're enjoying what you're seeing, see what you can do about coming and hanging out with myself and the rest of this amazing community when we go live at 6 a.m. CST every single day. We start off all of our streams with video gaming news, okay? If you're enjoying the content, also do me a favor, consider hitting that like and subscribe button. Other than that, you guys just stay healthy, stay safe, be kind to one another, and I will catch everybody tomorrow for October 12th edition of Video Gaming News. All right?